Hi, this is Bobby and Bernie from Central Oahu Physical Therapy Specialists. These videos are going to encompass 8 specific exercises that can help to reduce workplace injury. So this first exercise is a squat with shoulder external rotation. Its primary focus is to strengthen our deep cervical flexors in our neck, our scapular stabilizers, which would be our middle and lower trapezius, our rotator cuff muscle, our lower abdominals, and our gluteals. All the while, we're stretching our pectoralis muscles and our hip flexors once we get to end range at the top. So what it is we start in a tall neutral position. We're pulling the band outwards, keeping our elbows flush to our body, and we're going to do a hip hinge squat. And what that is you're sitting in a chair, disallowing your knees from going past your toes. Exercise number 2 is called trunk rotation with shoulder horizontal abduction. So what we're going to do is we're strengthening our middle and lower trapezius, all the while improving flexibility of our thoracic spine, rotation, which would be our upper and middle back, as well as improving flexibility at our hip flexors. So you're going to get in a lunge position, left foot forward, right foot back, both with your knees slightly bent, feet facing forward. As we rotate our trunk to the right, our right arm is pulling that band out to the right, and our head is following our trunk with our chin tucked in. Exercise number 3 is a core standing tandem exercise. So you need a partner. We're holding this band at shoulder level, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to engage our core muscles, which would be our lower abdominals, and improve shoulder flexion flexibility. They're standing 2 feet apart, feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, drawing your lower tummy, which would be doing a Kegel. Squeeze your shoulder blades together while one partner is lifting that band with their elbows straight as high as possible, the other one is resisting. Exercise number 4 is core stability upon hip movement control. So we are targeting our scapular stabilizers, our middle and lower trapezius, our lower abdominals, our gluteals, along with improving hip range of motion into flexion and abduction. So we're standing at least 2 to 3 feet apart, facing our partners. Keep your elbows completely straight at hip level. What we're going to do is do a slight chin tuck, shoulders slightly back, pulling our tummy in, doing a Kegel. Lift your knee up to hip level or as high as you can go. We're going to alternate between our right and left legs, doing a total of 10 repetitions. Next, we're going to do hip abduction. Conceptually the same alignment, chin slightly tucked in, shoulders back, tummy in, keep your knee straight, kick it out to the side. 10 repetitions between the 2 legs, and we are alternating right and left. Remember to keep our feet hip width apart upon landing. Exercise number 5 is a single arm bent over row. It's very familiar in a sense that our target sites are our deep cervical flexors, lower middle trapezius, lower abdominals, and our gluteals. We're getting in a slight squat position, which would possibly be bent close to 45 degrees in a hip hinge. Keep that band underneath our right foot, chin slightly tucked in, shoulders back, tummy tucked in, squeezing our buttocks muscle. We're pulling that band up to our hip. We're going to switch arms after we've done 10 repetitions. Exercise number 6 is a hip hinge squat press. Target sites are very familiar. We're strengthening our scapular stabilizers in our middle and lower trapezius, lower abdominals, and our gluteals, along with our rotator cuff and our deltoid. So we're standing with our feet hip width apart. The band is underneath our right foot. We're holding that band at shoulder level. As we squat down like we're going to sit in a chair, we're making sure our knee stays over our ankles and we're bowing slightly forward. As we extend up, our shoulder is pressing up to that ceiling right above our head. We're shooting for 10 repetitions on the right, then we're going to do 10 repetitions on the left. Exercise number 7 is squat monster walks. Our target sites are very familiar. Deep cervical flexors, scapular stabilizers, our lower abdominals, which would be our core muscles, our gluteals, our quadriceps, and our wrist extensors. So we're wrapping this band around both our ankles, crisscrossing to our wrists. We're keeping our elbows flush to our bodies with our wrists completely straight. What we're going to do is we're going to take 5 steps to the right and then 5 steps to the left. With each step, we're maintaining our feet hip width apart. Our 8th and final exercise is a lunge hamstring flexibility exercise. So our target sites would be flexibility into our hamstring of our lead leg, strengthening of our gluteals and our core muscles. So we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart with our left foot 1 foot forward. We're going to sit down as if we're doing a typical hip hinge squat, like we're sitting in a chair. As we sit down, our left knee is straight, hands reach out forward, left toe points up to the ceiling. We want to maintain that left knee being straight the entire time. We're going to do 10 repetitions on the left, then we'll finish with 10 repetitions on the right. Thank you for watching our exercise prevention videos. Each of these exercises were designed to reduce injuries in the workplace. Ideally, each exercise is performed once per day, and in an 8-hour day with 8 exercises, we recommend that you perform one of these exercises on the hour. Each exercise, we're looking at 8 to 10 repetitions per side, and they should take no less than 30 to 60 seconds. We always encourage people participating with any exercise program to always consult their physician prior to participation. Thank you very much.